Chris motherfucking Brown. To be honest, I don't even know what to say, man. I mean, this whole Chris Brown versus Rihanna thing happened like 2 years ago. Dude did his time. You know, he pleaded guilty. He admitted. He publicly apologized to everybody, to Rihanna. You know, shit was good. You know, I mean, he fucked up his double mint gum money, but you know, aside from that, you know, he went on to try and restore his career again. He did that whole tribute with for Michael Jackson after his passing. You know, he sang "Human Nature" and started busting out in tears and everything, and it was, you know, it was heartfelt. I felt that shit. Gonna make a change. What's in my life? It really touched a lot of people, man, and everyone was saying, oh man, Chris Brown is back, you know, he's cool again, you know, we can respect this guy again. You know, we ignored the fact that, like, he beat up Rihanna. I knew that shit was gonna pass, you know, he just needed to shed some good light in his direction for, you know, a moment in time, and then everything was gonna be cool again, and everything was cool up until recently. You go on Good Morning America and totally fuck it up again. You know, I saw the interview, and I'm not gonna lie, I admit the chick was pestering you quite a bit. You know, for a majority of the interview, you know, you tried to hold your composure and, you know, keep yourself calm. But I could tell that you were, you know, you were a little off edge. If that were me, I would probably get pissed off too. But dude, considering that you're a famous star, you're in the spotlight, you already have a bad reputation for outlandish behavior. You have to keep your composure, dude. You have to be calm and collected, you know? Yeah, sure, the anger will build up inside of you, but afterwards, you know, just go to Omarion's house and punch that nigga in the face. The interviewer was pretty disrespectful. You don't bring up, why are you gonna bring up old shit? I mean, could you imagine her interviewing a rape victim? I know this happened 2 years ago, but can you tell us again where he touched you exactly? Yes, Chris Brown did fuck up, you know, he overreacted, and his behavior was very childish and everything, but, I mean, it's funny how we're ridiculing Chris Brown and giving him all this hate and animosity, yet we worship dudes like Charlie Sheen, who are literally killing themselves each and every day. I mean, Charlie Sheen, yes, he has some funny catchlines, but this dude is fucked up. On one side of the spectrum, we're worshiping a guy who is a substance abuser over a guy who is a womanizer. So it's kind of like both of them are pretty bad, yet one outweighs the other. And I think what it is just because Charlie Sheen has those catchphrases, which it kind of doesn't really say a lot about us as a society. It's like, okay, people can get away with fucked up shit as long as they have catchphrases to go along with it. So I guess that would mean that Chris Brown would get off a lot easier if he had just had a catchphrase to go along with that ass whooping. But I'm not beating on my bitches. I like to help myself to a bag of M&Ms, the candy that melts in your mouth, even if it's been busted open. At the same time, like, for everyone who's saying, oh, I'm gonna boycott his music because he's a womanizer and he's abusive and blah blah blah, I'm like, what does that gotta do with his music? If y'all found out tonight that Colonel Sanders was a rapist and, you know, a child molester, would you stop eating KFC chicken? Probably not. So, I mean, what does that got to do with, what does Chris Brown's actions have to do with his music? I mean, y'all could still bump his tunes, you know, in your car and all this shit like that, because it has nothing to do with that. You know, I'll probably buy his album, considering the fact that they shut down LimeWire. But that's really all I have to say about the situation. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you feel sorry for Chris Brown? Do you sympathize with him? Or are you a little in between like I am? Pretzel M&Ms. They're actually not bad, but they kind of taste like the crispy M&Ms, which I miss because apparently they don't make them anymore, which is fucking stupid because those were bomb. So, yeah, these are just kind of like a cheap knockoff. I don't get it.